welcome back to the channel. It's time to take this baby out for its first ride. I fixed a total of 8 boost leaks. There's still a few more. I'll tell you guys about that here a little bit later in the video, but let's see what this baby can do. Second gear. Whoa! Oh my God! Woo! Holy shit! That's crazy. All right, let's see it. Let's open it up. Be kidding me, bro. Damn. We're not even done tuning yet, man. We haven't even turned the boost all the way up. We still got some boost leaks. This is nasty. How much boost is it? Let's take a look. That's about 24 pounds of boost. That's insane, man. We still have so much power to go, and it runs hella hard. Woo! Y'all know the drill. Half tank, time to fill up, man. The way these gauges register on these cars is not too trustworthy. I've learned that the hard way a couple times already. If you watched my last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alrighty. Let's fill this thing up and go test it out. Somebody said my wallet was fat. It's empty though. Got no money. I got a Supra though. Come on, come on. All the way up. No matter how many times you do that, man. Gave those people a show. I was saying, no matter how many times you do that, that feeling just never gets old, bro. Now let's just kind of get away from all the cars and all the traffic. Be, a little bit more responsible. We'll test the car off. We're gonna test the car away from anybody. Yeah, this thing has traction issues. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'm gonna need to carry some boxers with me, man. Oh. She got out of there. She damn, my throat got dry. She got away from me for a second there. There's a point you have to learn to let off, man. There's no point of staying on it when the car is already out of your hands. Let off. Don't smash on the brakes, just let off the gas. When you smash on the brakes, that's when you mess up. Let off the gas, let the car do what it's gonna do, control your steering wheel. That's what you gotta do. All right, so we know we can't have any traction first to second. Let's just roll into it in second. Whoa! All right. She was still skating going into third gear. I think it might be time to fine-tune suspension and a few other things, because yeah, we were going like 80, 90 and it was still kind of whew. Sound never gets old. It's like cutting out, huh? Like a slight cut in power. Not sure what that is. Huh? Let's try that again. The 5,000 RPM, I think, is around where the high fuel switch kicks in. God, this car is nasty, bro. Oh my God. The sound, the way it pulls, the gear ratios. Damn. Like, my car is bad, bro. Like, my car is really badass, but this is like really badass for the street. This car's gonna get me in trouble, dude. First gear is pointless. Second gear is still hitting the red line. Still moving, but it's still kind of going sideways. Once you get into third gear, it's still spinning. And the sketchy thing is that it starts to go sideways even more. And we're pushing close to 100 miles an hour once we're doing that, so you gotta be careful, man. Car sounds incredible. Yeah, scare the little Hellcat. Felt bad though. It was right next to a taco stand, dude. They're probably thinking those were. Hey, but you know what they say, bro? If you don't hear next to a taco stand, that ain't a good taco stand. Jesus. Bro, the tires are warm, man. The tires are hot by now. Now, boys, keep in mind, these are not regular tires. We got some big old... These are big boy tires. These are 275 60 15 Mickey Thompson drag radials, ET Street SS, and they are not cutting it, man. We've been driving for an hour now. Tires are hot, and it's still roasting them, easing into second gear. So we need to do suspension adjustment. We may need to look into switching these tires out for the ET Street. So we need to do suspension adjustment. We may need to look into switching out the tires to like the 275 Pros, which is what I run on the Mustang and my Supra. And if that doesn't cut it, which I'm pretty sure it's not, we need to look into setting up traction control on the ECU, because this is sketchy. Like, this can get out of control really quick. And it's crazy because we're still about 500 horsepower away from our top setting. So if we're still having traction issues like this now, Imagine whenever we're turned up all the way, which is another 500 horsepower more than what we're running right now. So yeah, we got some work to do. All right, boys, and we're back home safe and sound. And as you guys just saw, we have serious traction issues with this car. Now, I did notice a little bit of a hiccup when you roll into it in third gear around 5,000 RPM. That's usually when the high boost setting kicks on the fuel pump. I noticed that it like cuts power, but then afterwards it's fine. So I'm gonna go in and check my grounds for the harness that I made for the coils. I'm gonna check my grounds for the fuel pump, but everything else should be fine. I mean, the car stays into power except for that one little hiccup at 5,000 RPM, which I'm pretty sure is probably gonna be like a grounding issue. But aside from that, the car is running incredible. Like, kind of scary, to be honest. It spins a little bit too much. So what I've actually done so far, it had a few boost leaks on the clamps. I threw it away already. One of the clamps that was on this pipe, it was completely shot. Like, the actual threads were stripped out. So I put a new clamp on that. The entire turbo kit is now boost leak free. The only thing that's leaking now is right there. Here, let me show you guys. So you guys see the fuel injectors, and you guys see that there's like a silver ring right here where it connects to the intake manifold. Those are spacers, or like adapters. So basically, you either can weld those onto the manifold. You could put like silicone or like FIPG, whatever that's called, or like an O-ring. I used the wrong type of silicone. I think it probably blew all the way out. So basically, from all 6 injectors, this is the only one that's not leaking. Every single other injector has a massive boost leak, and it still runs this hard. The fact that we have 5 nasty boost leaks on the injectors and the car still runs like that, it's pretty impressive. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up removing the intake again, getting the fuel rail out. I'm either gonna try some O-rings or some FIPG. I would weld all this stuff, but it just takes a lot of time. So if I make time, I'll weld it. If not, I'll just get some O-rings or some FIPG and see how long it lasts. I mean, this lasted about 3 or 4 years. So if I can get another 3 or 4 years out of it, some FIPG or some O-rings, I'll be happy with that. But that's gonna be it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very exciting for me, kind of scary. This car is scary, but it's very, very properly set up. This one is just scary. It hasn't been set up yet, so we're working on that now. So on the next video, we'll probably go out, test with some different suspension adjustments, maybe try out the different tires, and we'll go from there. And once we get all that situated, then we're gonna go back to the dyno and turn this thing up. So later.